Hey guys, this is Modest Moose with you once again, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing a personal review, and believe me, this is from my own personal perspective. I'm no genius, and I'm not a reviewer at all either, but I figured, this one kind of deserved it, and I've never seen a review on this game that wasn't in text, so I figured I'd give it a go. This game is called Operation 7. It is a free first-person shooter, and I'll probably have a link to a wiki or some kind of text that you can view more about the game in the description, as well as maybe annotation, as well as the website where you can download and play the game from. Now, there's a lot of pros and cons to this game, and I kind of personally feel that the cons outweigh the pros, but being a free first-person shooter, it's kind of to be expected, so this is actually pre-recorded. I tried to record audio while I recorded the video footage with Fraps, and the sound of the game, even though I turned it down, came out way louder than my voice, so I'm trying this again. Right now I'm going through the list of weapons, and this is the best part about the game, if you ask me, is the variety of customization options that you have with weapons on this game. You can, there are some SMGs that you can put sniper scopes on. Like, you can do pretty much whatever you want. And the game runs around, what is it? I can't read it. I forgot, but I'll look at it in a minute. It's got accuracy, control, range, reload speed, and mobility speed. And that doesn't constitute, there's also like durability and weapon or bullet damage and stuff like that. And the general weight of your gun and how it affects how you lean from side to side. Some of the things I really like about this game is certain mechanics. Like you have a lean function where you can lean out and peek around cover, which is widely used, and I mean it's also used by some of the more avid professionals of this game to dance around in sniper-based matches. You can lean left and right and toggle your sprint on and off while you're leaning around, and you can pretty much just dance in this game. And that's one thing that I don't see in many first-person shooters. Even first-person shooters that you have to buy, like Battlefield 3. Like, you cannot dance in Battlefield 3. I love the fact that you can do that. And there's a lot of equipment options and avatar options. Well, maybe not your avatar, but for suits and outfits and stuff, you've got a lot of decent variety of choices, really. Now, this game goes around gold. You pretty much buy everything. You can buy anything in this game. Well, no, not everything, but you can buy all weapons with, not even all weapons. You can buy all primary and secondary weapons, guns with gold. And you earn gold every match that you play. And you can break into games while they're in progress. And for every match that you are there to see the end of, you will gain a certain amount of gold and experience. Now, it is kind of a grindy game, though. You gain a small amount of gold, but enough to sort of, I don't really want to say manage a budget, but you'll usually earn more gold than you spend, depending on how much of a crazy spender you are, but it does take some kind of, some attention to actually not waste all your gold. Now, there's actually, if you would have seen there's a currency, a virtual currency called Ncash. Now, here's the issue. You can't convert gold into Ncash. You actually have to buy it with real money, or you can, there are some affiliate options that you can try to go through to get Ncash for free, they call it, but nothing is free. You have to pay for it in some way, but I'll talk about that later. And now, automatically, you're probably thinking that this game is free to play, but pay to win, right? Now, that is true to an extent. There are a lot of people who've played this game for a long time, like the community that sticks around. There's a lot of newcomers who come all the time, but they come and go. There's a lot of people who come and they get frustrated with the game and then they leave. And I don't blame them for doing so, and I don't expect you to really enjoy this game to the extent that I have either in the past. I played this game a long time ago, and I played it for months, and then I stopped, and then I just recently came back to try it again lately. And it's pretty much exactly the same as it was before. That's one thing I don't like about NetGame, is they don't change this game around much. I came back months later, probably even over a year later, and they've got 2 new maps. None of the maps are polished. It's still unbalanced because people spend Ncash and buy a bunch of stuff that give them an edge over other people. And what I mean by that is you've got stamina points, as you can see there, which is something I like about the game. That's what I like about the game most, is that it's realistic to a degree. There are different damage settings for bullets. Like, I'm using an assault rifle right now with 85 damage, But you can use an M4 with 65 damage bullets, and if you shoot someone in the chest twice with that, it doesn't matter if they bought an entire suit of armor with their Encash or not. Like, they're still gonna drop if you hit them in the right spots. And it is what's the word? I don't know, limb. Like if you shoot someone in the foot, it's gonna do less damage if you shot him in the thigh, which is gonna do less damage if you shot him in the chest, which is gonna do a lot less damage if you shot him in the head. You get a headshot with a crappy pistol with 25 damage bullets, they're still gonna die. That's what I like about the game. It doesn't matter what kind of an edge people have paid to get over you. They're still just as fragile as you are if you shoot them in the right spots. But the only problem is if you, let's say you're in a dogfight and you take someone down to 75 or 7 hit points and you're down to 7 hit points as well. You guys are even. Now, you didn't kill him fast enough and he has an opportunity to duck behind some cover and use a health injector that he bought with his Encash, and now he's back to 100% health and he can just come out and finish you off. I don't like that at all. It unbalances the game. That's the Encash system though. That's what's gonna make. That's what has made Encash or net game a lot of money, and so they're gonna continue to do it. I can't expect them to stop anytime soon. Um, it's unfortunate, but like I said, there are some ways to get free Encash, but I wouldn't recommend them. I'll talk about that later. Um, this game, I don't know exactly where NetGame is hosted out of, but they're definitely not from the U.S. because I can just tell by the developers who any kind of text reading that you might have to pay attention to in order to play this game, you're gonna notice spelling errors and grammatical errors and stuff. I mean, you can still understand what they're trying to tell you to an extent, but I mean, like, hell, one example is if you bring up the scoreboard, it'll show people's ping, but it's not their ping. It's well, I guess it is their ping, but they got it set up wrong. Like it says ping, and then it's got a bunch of bars next to it. Now the bars are signal. You either got strong signal or you got crappy signal. So the lower the symbol, then the worse your connection to the server, obviously. Yet above that little connection thing, it says ping. And for those of us who know what ping is, we know that high ping is bad and low ping is good. So when you see a high signal bar next to a thing that says ping, it's kind of confusing. But I mean, that's just one of the examples of the sort of grammatical English understanding errors that are in this. They probably should have hired some kind of translator to translate things, because I think this was hosted, I don't remember, it's not out of Korea, but originally this isn't an American-made game, but I kind of wish they would have had a proper translator translate all their language into English to make it easier to understand. But the game is very simple. One of the things I hate about the game is that, believe me, if I could play Battlefield 3 over this, I would. The thing I hate about this game the most, I think, is that there's like 25 maps. There's big maps, there's small maps, there's free-for-all maps, there's territory maps, there's sniping maps. Yet, most of the community seems to either host the really small spawn camping maps and nothing else. You very rarely ever see a map that's large and, you actually gotta use teamwork and stuff to get through it. It's not a team-based game at all. You can go out and tank in this game and carry your team. It's sort of like Call of Duty in that sense, but these are my personal opinions. You'll have to check it out for yourself and see if you like it. Now, spawn camping is kind of an issue, but to tell you the truth, this is one of those games where if you're getting spawn camped, you got to use it to your advantage. I love it when people spawn camp me. I love spawning and seeing enemies all like this, for example. There, this guy was trying to spawn camp and he got impatient and ran right up to the spawn. Really easy free kill for me. Why not? You got people crowded all around your spawn, and as soon as you spawn, there you go. You got free kills and an advantage because you've got a 5-second shield on when you spawn, which usually isn't always enough. But I mean, there are maps that are easier to avoid spawn camping on, but no one ever plays them. And if you host a server, chances are no one's actually going to join it. But you can try it out for yourself and see how it works. Anything else? There was something I really like about this game that I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah, I'm playing this on a laptop with integrated graphics, and I can play this game just fine. Like, if I'm connected to a decent server and my connection's strong to my router, then I can play this game just fine, very smooth, on high graphic settings. Medium resolution, I'm playing on medium resolution and high texture quality, and I play this game just fine with integrated graphics, so that's impressive. This game runs on the Counter-Strike Source engine. And I think we're 10 minutes in, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the NetGame website real quick and talk about the free Encash offers, which I honestly don't recommend. Okay, so this is the Operation 7 page for the NetGame website. Operation 7 was made by NetGame, and there's several other games that they've created that I've never bothered to check out. But this is the home page. I'm going to tell you already, I absolutely hate this website. The Game Start button doesn't work under many circumstances. I actually had to download Firefox and download an IE tab plugin for Firefox in order to get that button just to work. But I wouldn't have figured that out without their instructions, and the NetGame instructions were actually pretty solid. Small little things about the game. The voice actor is pretty cheesy, but he's got a good voice. So like, equipment check, in we go. Something he says that I absolutely love. Like, what is it? Our mission? Forget it. Just kill them all. Basically, what he just said was, I'm so unprofessional, and I'm a redneck. Shoot shit all day. Something to that extent. Anyway, it's easy to sign up, but when you sign up, let's say your password is something like 5,000 dookies, you can't put a certain amount of numbers crammed together. Like if you put 5,000 in your password, it will say, please don't use a string of numbers as your password. So you may have to switch your desired password that you're comfortable with, and you can't have your login be the same as your email address. You know, just stupid little stuff that I don't think is necessary at all, but I mean, it's workable. It doesn't matter that much. Now, about Encash, there are methods of getting free Encash, but I mean, it's not free. There's a price for everything, and oh, please. You have to go through their affiliates. Now, I honestly don't recommend this at all, because the amount of Encash you need to buy anything that's actually cool in the game, like a suit that you like, an outfit that you like, and even then, equipment like stamina injectors and suits that you get to wear and stuff, they only last for a certain amount of time. The default is 3 days, and then you can buff it up to 7 days, and of course for every buff up that you take, it costs a little bit less Encash overall, but $1 is 1,000 Encash, and for a lot of their free offers, you don't get a whole lot for them, and the work that you got to put in order to get them usually just isn't worth the amount that you're getting. And a lot of times, to be honest, they don't even work. Like, what constitutes as a complete offer for most people, or for most of these, is very convoluted. Like, for an example, this is one that I did recently because, I mean, just take my word for it, the more Encash you're receiving for an offer, the harder it's going to be to actually complete the offer, and the more ramifications you have to suffer. Like this one for almost 4,000, like this 3,500 one, is to fill out an application for auto insurance. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not interested in getting any auto insurance quotes, but I did it anyway because I wanted the Encash, and this is $3.50 worth of it. And I completed the offer perfectly. I filled out the application. I've been getting calls from people from insurance companies trying to offer me quotes for days now, and I even got some stuff in the mail that I didn't want to actually receive any mail in my mailbox, but I did anyway. And I didn't get paid for this because it says I didn't complete it. But, I mean, I did. I'm getting called from people left and right. And I pretty much just told the people who called, like, I actually already got insurance. I'm not really interested. You know, I'm sorry about that. And if anybody from NetGame is watching this video, they're going to revoke my my ability to even get free Encash anymore, because you're supposed to be genuinely interested, obviously. The whole idea here is you're going through an affiliate of NetGame, and NetGame gets some sort of profits out of the profits that their affiliates make. So that's the idea behind this. And yeah, so there's a lot of offers, but some of them really do work. I mean, if you really want to grind out, like, what was that, something for 120 Encash or 80, Wheel of Fortune series you could win, blah blah blah. What is this? What are the it's usually a pop-up. Encash awarded when you visit the Wheel of Fortune site. So yeah, all you really got to do is visit the site, and then you get 80 Encash for it. That's, I mean, that's barely a dime. That's not even a dime worth of Encash, this virtual currency. But if you want to do that, you know, it's easy to do. So, I mean, there are ways to get some Encash, And I've done it in the past where I ended up accumulating about $10 worth, and that can buy a lot of stuff. And it gives you an edge in the game, depending on what you buy. And there are some fun stuff that you can buy. You can participate in lotteries and buy advanced weapons. Like, all the weapons you can buy with gold eventually, and gold is the currency that you earn for actually just playing the game. But, well, the gold comes very slowly, and there's a level cap on a lot of the weapons. Like, the best weapon, I think, is, I mean, you can unlock the perfect sight for it at level 4, and you can buy it at level 1. It's an M4. The thing's a laser shooter. But if you want to buy, like, an M14 or something like that, you gotta wait until you're level 25. And believe me, you're not going to be around that long. It takes a while to level up. Experience gain is a grind. It's a very grindy game. But if you just want to play a free first-person shooter for a little while, have some fun, then, you know, this might be worth a download, because it's a game with a lot of potential, if you ask me. It uses the Counter-Strike Source engine. It runs smoothly. It's realistic. And I mean, if you get in a good server with a good host and my dog is distracting me, and a good you know, just all-around connection for everything. If it's a smooth game, then you could have a lot of fun with it. So I'm just saying, this might be worth checking out for you. I've got a lot of bias and personal opinion on this game and the NetGame site in general. Here's one thing I'll never recommend you do: don't even bother trying to contact their support pages. Try to send them emails or try to talk to them about bugs in the game and stuff. They will ignore you. NetGame moderators do not give a flying piss particle about you. That is a fact that I've learned through all my months of playing this game. They do not care about you. I mean, NetGame's website is a disappointment. It is an abysmal disappointment from my perspective. But the Operation 7 computer game is worth a look.